Alright, and welcome, good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink Coffee Edition. I've had my shitload of coffees today, so if I'm speaking really fast, I apologize. Just slow down the video. That's what happens. Anyway, today I am going to take you through, it's the first time I have had this, Vanguard Coffee Roasters, quickly becoming one of my favorite roasteries here in New Zealand. Just the roasting style is fantastic, the bean choice is fantastic. This is about 14-15 days from roast date. Javier Quintero, washed Bourbon Aruzzi varietals, Colombia. Okay, so it's a washed one. I haven't done a washed one in a while because I gravitate towards natural honey, EF2, funky, garbage smelling beans. But this is a washed one. Anyway, let's look at the beans. Look, the beans are pretty light brown, different sizes. I love it. I love the fact that the sizes are different. Some are small, some are big. You know that they've picked it ripe, not picked it for timing, but picked it in terms of whatever's ripe, they pick it, not just harvest everything at once, which is pretty cool. And the nose, relatively clean nose from the wash process, nothing too funky, but you still get a healthy amount of ferment in there. So they must have fermented at some point. I'll put all the description below, but nutty, wet cardboard, hay, wet hay, dry leaves, very light smelling. A little bit of chocolate, low cocoa chocolate. A pinch of nutmeg. What does it sound to smell? Floral, lime, yellow fruit, berries. Okay. I get the lime on the nose. We'll see what the brew says. Dehydrated plum. Strawberry jam. There's a sweetness on the nose. I'm getting a little bit of an oolong tea kind of smell to it as well. What the fuck is yellow fruit? Yellow fruit? What's a yellow fruit? Shit, like so many yellow fruits that smell so differently. Weird. But anyway, hey, I'm not here to judge. There is a brown sugar syrup as well on the nose. Slightly buttery, Russian fudge, toffee. Very pleasant on the nose. Of the bean, anyway, the bean. Let's start sniffing the brew. Nutty. Roasted peanuts, a little bit of hazelnuts. Some Brazil nuts. Basically a bag of nuts. Okay, a sack of nuts. That's what I'm smelling here. A sack of roasted nuts, baby. I'm definitely getting the lime. I'm talking about a lime sherbet. A lime sherbet. Lime rind. I'm not getting the floral, but I'm getting tannin, oolong tea. Slight leatheriness. Wet hay, definitely leaf litter. But nothing too funky on the nose. I'm getting the quintessential coffee notes coming through, but nothing too funky. A relatively clean smell. I don't know if that's the wash, the style of the beans, but it could be both. But nothing too funky, nothing too pickly, nothing too weird and unusual out there. Well, let's get sipping. Definitely lime. A fruity lime. Wow, it is definitely very limey. Not much bitterness in there, which is really nice. I love their roasting style, I really do. Faint hint of old leather. Definitely the wet cardboard is in there. The oolong tea is gone. It's become quite a acidic, well, relatively acidic, limey, citrusy kind of finish. A little bit of sweetness, strawberry jam still there. Slightly burnt butter, toasted butter, not burnt butter, toasted butter. Hay. Fresh cut grass and hay. A very pleasant coffee. A very pleasant coffee. Quite light, nothing too outlandish, nothing too stupid and weird, which, funny enough, is for me is a slight downside, but it's not a bad coffee. It is actually a very delicious coffee. Fantastic. I mean, sometimes you don't want a ballsy coffee that will sodomize you in the mouth. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you just want a coffee that's just pleasant, easygoing, nothing that'll turkey slap you. And this is that. This is that. This coffee is a pleasurable coffee, extremely pleasurable. Wow. I'm going to keep an eye out for Javier. I don't know how you say it. Javier. And see if they've got some funky shit coming out. Because washed, all good, but I want to see some funky. I want to see some funky shit from this guy. But look, bottom line, great coffee from this state. Fantastic. Fantastic. Nothing too outlandish. Anyway, until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. Cheers. And caffeinate.